All right, everyone, welcome to Dev Vlog number 6. Okay, so not a whole lot got done this time around because I wasn't able to stream for a couple nights there. But we're going to go over the changes and we're going to look at what's coming up next, so let's jump right into it. So the first thing is got a bunch of new art assets. Ability icons are new, as you can see at the bottom here of the screen. They are grayscale right now, and they're going to be grayscale when they're on cooldown and when you don't have an item equipped for that slot. So let's go ahead and grab a greatsword here and equip that, and you'll see that this icon becomes colored. Alright, so that indicates that you have this ability available now. So if I were to use the greatsword ability, so my right click, see how it goes back to grayscale while it's on cooldown, and then it'll come back and be colored in again. So I can do that for the Spartan helm, chest piece, basically everything. So okay, some of the other new assets are the portal. Looks really good. I have a red portal, a blue portal, and a grayscale portal. I only have the blue portal implemented right now, but it looks really nice. Props to the artist. Yeah, and we'll look at how we can implement some different portals in the future. Okay, besides that, we got some artwork for some of the ability helpers. So the chainmail, the chain totem now looks like this instead of my not so good programmer art before. So that's good. We got some new flame totem art for the black plate armor. And you can see them there. They look a lot nicer. Okay. And the last piece of art that we got for the abilities was the legendary rock affix for the leather armor. So if I equip this guy, and rocks will start spawning, and see how this looks really nice now against the tile set. Beforehand it looked pretty bad. It looked like a potato coming out of the ground. So this is really nice, and this is actually 3 different assets, so it'll choose between any of the 3 when it spawns. Slight variations, but still got that little bit of variety there. Okay, one of the other things that we got done was the Spartan Helm Legendary. So previously the Spartan Helm did not have any legendaries, and now it does. So the 2 legendary affixes that you can get are Charge, which will send an apparition to charge enemies. So instead of you physically charging, it will send out the enemy. And Projectile, which is where headbutted enemies will become projectiles and damage other enemies that they collide with. So let's see those 2 things in action. I'll do one at a time so that way we can get a better idea of what's going on. These will work together, but just for the sake of clarity, I'm going to show them separate. Okay, so we're going to the dungeon now. So now if I use my Q ability, which is my Spartan Helm, I will send a ghostly image of the player out, and he will collide. And it behaves the same as the standard Spartan Helm, so if the enemies that are hit collide with terrain, they will take additional damage. Let's see if I can get that. Yeah, you can see that guy exploded up there. Yeah. Okay, so let's take a look at the other legendary. Okay, so the other legendary is Projectile, which is where headbutted enemies will collide with other enemies and deal damage. So let's go ahead and equip that guy. Okay, so let me find a good group of enemies to do this on. Okay, so we have a nice group here. So if I send out, see how all those enemies got damaged even though I only hit a few. So if we do the same thing here, yeah, they plow through all the enemies and they do lots of damage. I'm doing a lot of damage right now, but yeah, the enemies will take damage from enemies that are headbutted. So okay, and the last change that was made was when you beat the final level, which is level 15, which is what I'm on right now, you will get, well, I'll show you. Well, I'm taking a lot of damage. Okay, so a portal will spawn like normal. Let me kill this guy. It's not necessary, but I like doing it. So a portal will spawn as normal, and when I use the portal, I'm teleported to a treasure room. Now the special thing about this treasure room is that it will only, the chests in the treasure room will only drop gold. So this is just your opportunity to get a bunch of gold for the next run, because after you've collected all the gold and you use the portal again, it will reset the game state. So all of your armor is stripped, the level is set back to 1, and then you can go ahead and start from what you've discovered and what you've completed. And you notice that I get that shard count. I believe I covered that in the last dev vlog, which I can use to unlock anything fully at the forge. Yeah, and as more content gets added to the game, like new classes, the idea is that when you complete a run, you'd be taken back to the main screen and you could choose your class for the next run and so on and so forth. But this is how the loop works for now. And that was basically all of the major changes for this dev vlog. So I'm going to take a look now at the Trello board. Alright, so taking a look at the Trello board. So I've covered these done and some of these art assets. We still have a cursor to implement. I'm waiting for a fix for the engine to support larger cursor sizes because the cursor I'm using is pretty large. So that will go in there once that feature is in the engine. We have to add another plate armor legendary, which should be done actually probably tonight, the day that I'm uploading this video, so that'll be good. We're going to make it so that enemies will become delirious after landing and they will take damage from other enemies. This should read that they will deal damage to other enemies. So that should be pretty interesting. And then next up, we still have this loot drop color effects. I wanna clean up that legendary beam a little bit, but it probably isn't going to be a priority. And then I want to work on the dungeon minimap because that really is going to help with the flow of the game to know where you need to go next. And then looking into the future, I want to do a new boss of some sort. I'm going to have more sound effects coming. I was supposed to get those a few weeks ago, but I had some personal issues, so that will be coming in the near future, hopefully. And then I want to start working on random events, you know, the things that kind of really make the roguelikes, right? I want to make merchant spawns, you know, altars, different things where you can do your risk reward, right? Like, oh, maybe the merchant will give you a mystery item, you know, but it's guaranteed to be rare or something like that. And you say, well, do I want to spend, you know, my 100 gold to receive that item, even though it might be an item that I don't want, you know, etc., etc. So I want to start introducing real roguelite elements into the game. I don't have any of them written down because I want to be really specific with the task so that I have something concrete to work towards. So I'm going to give that a lot more thought and introduce hopefully some interesting random events that will make the game a little bit more interesting, to make the runs feel different. Anyway, that's it for this devlog number 6. If you guys are interested in following the progress of the game, please check out the links in the description below. Currently, I'm streaming every weeknight at 7 p.m. Eastern. If you're interested in trying the game, it is free to download right now. So there's an early alpha build of the game. I just did one a couple days ago on Friday. So go ahead, go to the website. You can download it for Linux and Windows. Try it out, leave feedback, hop on the Discord or on the Reddit, and give me some feedback. That really helps a lot. So, all right. Thanks for checking out Tenacious, guys, and thanks for tuning into the stream. And I'll see you on the next dev vlog.